What's happening, man? It's Dominique Trap Franson, and you watching True School Sports. Wow, na 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 na. Boom.
Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, Caleb Plant, Dave Benavidez is the first big fight of 2023. Going to be talking about it a lot here because I know the build-up is going to be crazy. I know both fighters are going to go back and forth, and it's a fight that I'm very excited about, that I've wanted to see for a couple years. And let it begin. Let the games begin. David Benavidez is senior. David Benavidez' father, I should say. But yeah, his senior, Jose Benavidez Sr. He was doing some interviews recently, and he recently revealed that there were some demands that Caleb Plant wanted met before he signed his contract to fight. And they were some ridiculous demands. So here's what Caleb Plant's demands were that Jose Benavidez was talking about. He stated that Caleb Plant's demands were as follows. There was 5 of them. The first demand was gloves of a particular brand. So maybe I don't know what Dave Benavidez normally wears, but maybe he's going to get Grant boxing gloves or whatever Caleb Plant wears. Maybe Caleb Plant's going to make him wear winning boxing gloves with the extra padding in them. I don't know. But yeah, gloves of a particular brand, a 22 by 22 ring, so a bigger ring, which obviously we know would give Caleb Plant more real estate to move around and fight that style that he likes to fight, because he's a fighter that very much likes to use his feet. The third demand was that I guess David be in the, I don't know if it was David in the red corner or Caleb in the blue corner, but yeah, David's got to be in the blue corner. The next demand was that Caleb Plant walk to the ring second and be announced second. So basically, what Caleb Plant is doing to David Benavidez is he's fucking the A side. He's A siding Dave Benavidez. He's doing these Floyd Mayweather tactics on Dave Benavidez. Now, that shit might not matter because Dave Benavidez might just punch a freaking hole right through Caleb Plant. But I think this shit is kind of funny because everybody says Dave Benavidez is this big superstar, but then Caleb Plant just A-sided him in the negotiations. But I digress. Anyway, here's what Jose said in regards to that. He said the following, and I quote, "They put pressure on him, and I think he accepted, but with many ridiculous things. Like, Team Plant wanted to get out the fight. I think Plant was looking for an excuse to not fight David, but I answered them that it was a fact 100%. They told me that if they was going to talk with David to confirm, I said, no, he doesn't care about any of this. It's just bullshit." So there you have it. So listen, man, Dave Benavidez has been whining, bitching, crying, and complaining about these guys not wanting to fight him for all these years. Caleb Plant told you what he wanted, so don't complain. Don't complain about it. You got your fight. So now the onus is going to be on Dave Benavidez whenever the fight gets announced, whenever it's supposed to take place. It's going to be on him to actually be what he said he was and beat Caleb Plant. Because if he does not look sensational and beat Caleb Plant, David Benavidez is going to look like the most protected fighter in boxing. Because he's been fighting Kyron Davis and all these smaller guys. So he's got to go in there and he's got to make a statement. He's got to prove that he is what Mike Tyson says he was. He's got to prove that he is what my boy Sean Zattel says he is. Because Sean Zattel, I love Sean, but I joke with him sometimes. I'm like, man, you started all this Benavidez hype because fight hype always is gassing up Benavidez, and that's kind of like a big reason why Benavidez is as big as he is because of all these fight hype interviews and whatnot. So, he's got to be everything Sean Zattel's told me he is. He's got to be everything that he says he is, that Mike Tyson says he is. And then some, because if not, he's just gonna look like a protected hype job that barely beat Ronald Gavril. Because in my eyes right now, until he beats like a Caleb Plant, he's just a guy that's been living off of potential for a long time. He's been living off that potential and living off the accomplishments of being the youngest 168 pounder in a while. But this is the fight where I think Benavidez, now as he gets into that second chapter of his career, can actually start to realize some of that potential by beating a guy like Caleb Plant, who's a top 68-pounder, former champion, a guy who's coming off of a very sensational knockout victory over one of Benavidez's best opponents, arguably his best win in Anthony Durrell. So, let the games begin. You know, freaking Caleb Plant, sweet heads Plant. He out here A-siding, doing the Mayweather tactic today at Benavidez. I've done seen it all now. You know, and this is what, listen, this kind of has to go to, this kind of goes to show you like the star power to a degree of like Canelo Alvarez, you know. Caleb Plant didn't even fucking win the Canelo fight, but just because he fought Canelo and he gave a decent account of himself and he kept saying that he gave a great account of himself, he's almost, he made the kind of demands a fighter normally makes when they win a big fight like against a guy like Canelo. He just gave a decent performance, a good performance and lost, but he said, fuck it. I know I won that fight. I know I'm going to act like I beat him anyway. I beat Canelo, so I can make these A-side tactics. So listen, man. It is what it is. Make of it what you will. I'm just glad Benavidez took the fight. It shows you that if these demands are true, it actually does show you that Benavidez didn't want to fight Caleb Plant. And maybe it was more so Samson these years than it was Dave Benavidez. So I respect him for taking the fight. Looking very forward to seeing like what happens in the fight. If you know how Caleb Plant approaches the fight, because you know Caleb Plant can't fight the same he can't fight the same way against Benavidez the way that he did against Canelo. Like Canelo Alvarez is a shorter fighter. Benavidez has longer arms than Canelo, and I believe he has longer arms than Durrell as well. So I think Caleb Plant is gonna kind of have to commit and be in that pocket a little bit more. I've been talking about this fight a lot, but like his trainer is Steven Breadman Edwards now, and they're kind of tweaking some things in his style, and I feel like he's gonna have to kind of fight like that Julian Williams, Jarrett Hurd type of fight. The same game plan that Steven Breadman Edwards had for Julian Williams when he fought Jarrett Hurd, to be in that pocket and kind of beat the guy at his own game. There's going to come many points in this fight where I feel like Caleb will have to do that. And, you know, that's going to be a very, very tough task to do against a guy like Dave Benavidez. But it should be fun to watch. So let me know what you guys think about Caleb Plant and his demands. Do you guys think Caleb Plant was being a diva? And do you think these are ridiculous demands? Or do you think this is just Team Benavidez bitching and moaning? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. You know, True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here. Boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God.